So the top 7. That Pete is really scary looking. How the top 7 works, we have 7 panelists, maybe. And what we do is every panelist gets to pick one that they would like to pick that someone else hasn't already taken. And then at the end, we try to rank the 7 in a list. Tonight's category is bars and lounges at the Walt Disney World Resort. Joining us, we have Eric Morton. We got Chris Reed from Cosmic Reed Live. We got, I don't know if Pete's here, who knows. Nathan, we got Nick, Nathan, and Jilly's with us.
Hi.
Make sure it's not just a bunch of white dudes. Good.
Oh, hey, it's Pete.
Oh, yep, I got it right. There's Pete. All right. Anyway. Okay, so again, top 7. Everyone's going to pick one bar and lounge at Walt Disney World. Tell us why you like it, and then we're going to try to fight and rank these in some order. Ladies first. Jilly, why don't you lead us off?
All right, so I actually went with Three Bridges over at Coronado Springs.
Okay.
I don't like a very crowded bar, and that never seems to be crowded. And also, it's just on the water. The food's good. I hate sangria, but that sangria I can guzzle down like water, especially since I tried their the champagne one, which isn't like on the menu. And they like let me try it, and I was already like 3 white sangrias in, so I couldn't get the champagne one. But it was amazing. Anyone who goes there, ask for the champagne one. So
do
yeah,
you like being on the water
Bridget.
so you can just throw up into it? Is that how it works? It's just off to the side.
I know how to hold my.
I don't like how you're quitting on yourself, not trying more.
It's really because I had a dinner reservation where I drank more wine there, so I was just trying to be responsible.
I don't know what that means, but go on.
I don't know.
So yeah, that's my pick.
The lamb chops, by the way, are exceptional. If no one's had the lamb chops from there, they're very, very good. All right, let's do Chris. Chris Reed, you're a guest on the show. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to go to the Polynesian, and I have to say the Tambu Lounge.
Tambu Lounge.
I've always loved the Lapu Lapu. Drinking out of a pineapple, taking it wherever you want around the resort is my favorite resort as well to stay at. You can bring it to the White Sand Beach, watch the fireworks from there. I also enjoy the back scratcher. I find that the bar being in the lobby, I always love people watching at Walt Disney World, and you know, the people watching gets better as the drinks go down, especially at the Polynesian, I find.
Yeah.
And finally, there's another reason too. Right. You get props. You get free souvenirs like this. So I'm going to go with the Tambu Lounge. Yeah.
Free souvenirs.
Love the back.
Free.
Always great. I have like a pile of them at home. I think
Same,
Jessica said on the show that Gordo uses it as a toy. She hangs it from a door and he plays it.
Yeah.
Eric Morton with that sea crest behind you.
Yeah.
Is it Ryan?
No.
Can't get a worse joke button in anymore. I don't.
Oh God. Is the button gone for the night? Did it retire?
I don't know if I can play it over this window. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Chris Reed just got shot in the face with confetti.
I'm going to put a bad Disney tattoo on his face. I nominate the Cruz Cup Lounge in the Yacht Club. It is quiet, intimate. The air conditioning works great when you have had a hot day. Very comfortable, lots of seating options. They actually have televisions, but they don't overpower the room. So it's actually kind of a good place to step in and watch a game if you're, let's say in Epcot or wandering around there and you want to watch something. Shares a kitchen with the yachtsmen, so you get maybe, I think, higher quality food than you would in a lot of the lounges for a reasonable price. Takes tables in Wonderland, does not take dining plan, which to me is kind of the sweet spot where you get maybe high quality food, maybe at a good price. I love this place. They have a great bourbon selection. It's really quiet and chill. And a lot of people don't even really know it exists, because there are a lot of these, you have Ale and Compass right there and a few other places on the boardwalk area. And it's kind of tucked away. And not hidden, but it's sort
literally
of quiet.
a hole in the wall.
Yeah, and you can sit there at the butcher locker and watch them prepare steaks for the people eating at the Yachtsman next door. I just think it's really cool. It's a really good spot. It's not like you're not going to take a visitor there and wow them, right? You're not going to take somebody that's never been to Disney World. You're going to take them to some place like Trader Sam's, or I get it, but I like this place. Plus, you don't have to go into a park to do it. So you have visitors that don't want to buy a park ticket. It's a cool place to go and unwind a little bit.
See, now 3 years ago, I used to go to Cruise Cup like once a week, and I would take people there to wow them. And I feel like once they started the construction on Ale and Compass and they tanked the menu, that's when I stopped going. I don't like it anymore.
I still like it. I mean, I like Ale and Compass, but it has a different vibe. I still think the Cruise Cup edges out the Ale and Compass when you want the kind of quiet, chill.
Yeah.
That's Pete is a person that likes to go and work on his laptop in the lounges and stuff. It's a great place to do that because it's nice and quiet. You can get a booth.
The vibe is
or you
definitely
can get
better in Cruise Cup. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I just
You
wish
are
the
correct.
food was still as good as it was. That's like my thing. I don't know. Okay. Let's go on to Pete. Pete, what are you taking?
Oh boy. Well, it is an honor to be a part of this panel. I have done much research and I have come up with what I believe is a winner. I am going with the Nomad Lounge at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I know it's a fan favorite. And if you don't know about it, I'll give you a quick once over and why it's my number one. It opened about 4 years ago. It's on the pathway. If you're not sure where it is, it's on the pathway towards Pandora. Off to the right, it's adjacent or attached to Tiffin's when you're coming from Discovery Island. It's a rare lounge because you can choose indoor or outdoor seating. There's no reservations taken, so if you want to sit outside, there's these beautiful couches or small tables for two. It is beautiful outside for people watching, going over the bridge to Pandora. There's the river right there. The atmosphere is beautiful. The background music loop is perfect. The service is incredible. Parents and people without kids like me love it. I hang out, but I've seen kids just pass out on these comfy couches while the parents grab a small plate or a drink. Or if it's bad weather or too hot outside,
the parents passed out and the kids running around.
Yeah, which also has been known to happen. There's also an indoor area, so if it's really hot or muggy, or if it's just bad weather, or you can't find a table outside, you can go inside too. Again, open seating, no reservations. This lounge is also unique because, unlike when you go to a lot of other lounges, they have the same kind of Disney menu with the same drinks. Their drinks, they have one-of-a-kind, unique cocktails. Their menu and their food is legit. It's attached to Tiffin's, which is hands down one of the best restaurants on property. And these small plates.
You made one of the drinks tonight, right?
Yeah, I made the Annapurna Ding tonight in the segment. The yucca fries. I mean, you got to go try some of these small plates. They're a little pricey.
I believe the yucca fries are at Tony's. I think you mean yucca fries.
I say yucca. But some people say tomato. Listen, there's so much I can say about this. They take tables in Wonderland. And one huge thing that I'm leaving out is theming. I am huge on theming, and everyone knows this. Yeah. When you walk in there, it is as if you stepped into the journal, I will say, of Joe Rohde and other Imagineers who helped design this. Even the menus are like you see pictures and handwritten little notes from their journey when they were researching the park. Joe Rohde has been known to even hang out there. If he's in the park, he says this is one of his favorite places to hang out. Yeah. Up in the ceiling, they have these banners and prayer flags. If you donate $1, you can actually write. They give you your own $1 or more to the Disney Conservation Fund. They'll give you a little flag with a prompt, and they'll hang that up somewhere in the restaurant. You might see it hung up. I don't think they hang up all over.
Travel stories or tips.
Exactly, and they hang them up around the restaurant.
Yeah, journeys.
It's super cool. Just checking some of my other notes here. Again, cool little menu.
If not, I think Nick can finish your argument.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people here on this panel. I mean, we're not.
You didn't bring up Mustang coffee, so Nick and I are pissed.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mustang coffee in the rain at Nomad.
My winter at Disney World. Just going to get Mustang coffee.
Mustang coffee, or for a pick me up. That's when I have it. Like if you've having a long day, it can be hot. There's a lot of walking it there. That Mustang coffee can get you right back in the mood to keep going, give you a few more hours of energy in the park. Another thing I like is like there's no specific vibe. So like, you know, if you were in Africa or Asia or whatever it may be, they kind of bring all those together in this one restaurant. So there's no specific region that you're in. You get a little bit of everything, and that's true with their menu as well. And the menu is delicious, as I mentioned. Also, you get a full bar here. So if you don't like anything on the menu, you can get anything you want. You want a vodka soda, you want a rum and
Which
coke.
is crazy
They have
because
it
it's
there.
the biggest unique cocktail menu on property.
Exactly. Thank you for helping me with my argument there. And also, they take Tables in Wonderland, and you get a $2 double there.
It's
so
as if you picked
financially,
first and everyone wanted this one.
it might have happened, but you know, Pete always the first one there, on time, prompt.
Technically, Nathan.
That's how
I
I roll.
actually,
Nathan picked first, but you'll see why Nathan
I picked first.
got what he wanted.
Pete
for sure.
picked second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I mention Nomad to you,
what they say.
Colleen? I did.
Gobi Manchurian, Nick.
First is the worst.
That's a
Second
strong
is-
pick. It's a strong pick because the drink menu is second to none. I mean, that's just hands down. It's the food that always is iffy. They've changed that menu
Bounced
so many
around a lot.
times. The cool thing is you could order from some of the Tiffin's
Not the
menu.
full
app,
menu,
I guess
sadly.
no,
Yeah.
not the full.
And I was
menu.
going to say, too, a lot of these lounges we might discuss tonight, again, I don't know everyone's pick, might not even have a food menu. If they do, it's not great. So to be attached to Tiffin's and be able to get quality food, I mean, again, for a lounge.
Everyone's picked a lounge with food.
Okay, cool.
Nomad.
I just think, again, being attached to
Nomad
Tiffin's.
can be a little loud, though. Nomad can be a little loud, depending on the day.
It depends on the day. I would say it's
Based on
very
your
seasonal.
pick, I
too.
can't believe you're complaining about noise levels.
I have a justification. I
I would say this too, is that honestly, like, and this goes for any pick during any time of the year, it depends on when you go. Nomad Lounge I've seen quiet and dead, and it's the best place to
It used
decompress
to be
and relax.
quiet. It's pretty regularly packed now. People know now.
It's gaining in popularity for sure, and for good reason. It was a hidden gem for the first 3.5 years it was open.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe with everything that's going on now, we can go back to a little quiet time. So if you're in Disney in the next, I'd say 12 months, you might get some of that quiet time.
If they open Nomad Lounge, yeah. Leaping Lizard, by the way, is one of the best tiki drinks on property. It's not even at a tiki bar, but we won't get into it. Nathan, why don't you go next? Because I've teased yours enough at this point. Just get it over with.
Boy, it's pretty obvious. My pick is Trader Sam's
I
Grog
can tell by your
Grotto.
Trader
I'm
Sam
going-
shirt.
Oh, this? My Rocketeer shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is definitely Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. I'm going to add a, kind of an addendum to that. I'm going to put the Tiki Terrace or the Terrace sort of on there as well, because you can get the
You
drinks
could add
from there.
me. I'm going to add Tiffin's to mine.
Tiffin's isn't a lounge, technically. I mean, this
Yeah.
is two ends of a bar with the
You have to
same menu
leave-
except for like
you have
a
to leave
handful
the
of
bar
drinks.
to go
I'm with
outside.
Nathan on this one.
Right. So, because of that, I want to talk about Trader Sam's as a couple things. For the let's just go person by person what we've already talked about, and I'm going to kind of say why Trader Sam's got a little bit better one. Eric is talking a little bit about having kind of a secluded area. Well, the Terrace serves that purpose. It's fairly quiet out there. Jilly was talking about being on the water. You can be on the water thanks to the Terrace. Chris was talking about souvenirs. Well, boy howdy in heaven, souvenirs, Trader Sam's. And then Pete, of course, was talking about a fun atmosphere. And there's no more fun atmosphere when it comes to a bar on property than Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, themed by Imagineers, pretty much the brain of Brandon Clyley, who's going to be on Dreamfinder soon, so let's tune in. And it's an amazing place. And yeah, you're correct, Tom. It can get a little loud inside if you're not in that festive mood, though. The Terrace is right there. You can have a nice, quiet firework watching time if you so choose. And I think that's another benefit. It's a great place to watch the fireworks. So all of that, I think, adds up to a pretty dang good bar. So there's my pick.
right.
Trader Sam's Grog Grotto.
Nick,
All right. Well,
stole another one of mine.
Really? Yeah. I had three that came to mind right away. I will say, like, Cruise Cup. You're the one who got me into Cruise Cup, and then soon after that, it went downhill. Like,
Yeah.
I feel that the food was awful there.
Once Nick starts going someplace, it usually starts going downhill.
Right?
The food got bad. The burger got inedible. Like it got rough in there. That big pretzel's
and then
not good either.
there's so I really went to a place that there's at least one drink that I just can't get enough of because they make it so well, and the food is just absolutely phenomenal. And I went with Scat Cats.
Good pick.
Yeah,
great pick.
Yeah.
So they do their one of their signature drinks is the Sazerac, and they make it so perfectly every single time, and that's part of what went into my pick too. Consistency. You have to be consistent. When I go there, I want to have a consistent drink, and they have fantastic bartenders there that get to know you. I love that, and they kind of recognize you. Hey, you've been here for the 7th time this month. Here we go.
Hey, stay 3 feet away from the pool area.
Have you been since they changed it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like the new setup a lot.
I like it a lot. I do. Yeah. I do. So it's a really nice atmosphere, just the resort in general. So I love going to that resort. It sets the mood. And then you head into Scat Cats, and their menu is just phenomenal up and down. Like the chicken and waffles. They have this mac and cheese with the andouille sausage in it. They have the brisket sliders, the beignets, of course, all that kind of stuff, and the etouffee and the etouffee or whatever.
You could do like dinner. I've done dinner at Scat Cats.
I know you can. They're huge portions. The other drink I had it here because I always forget the name of it. The Big Easy. It has cognac and Grand Marnier. It's a fantastic drink if I want to change it up a little bit. But again, they make that Sazerac, and I like my bourbon drinks. They make that perfectly every single time.
I like the
Hurricane's good. Hurricane's good. Not gonna. Yeah. So, but this one kind of. I mean, yeah. If I'm going for drink, I mean, I don't know if I could beat Nomad Lounge. I mean, that menu is just top to bottom amazing.
But it was already.
But the combination, right? Well, it was already taken. But the combination of the two, I honestly had a hard time picking between this and River Roost, and I picked this because River Roost to me, even though Scat Cat gets loud too, for some reason River Roost feels like it gets a little louder. I have crappy service there, honestly, many times. Yeah. And the
you
food
either are
menu
there for Yeehaw Bob or you don't want to be there. And I don't think there's like I don't want to sit there. If I'm not going to watch Yeehaw Bob, I don't want to sit there.
River Roost in the afternoon, like before it gets loud, like is a great spot to hang out and chill. Yeah, but I mean at night,
the food menu's better at Scat Cat though. I think the bar menu's probably pretty even. But I think for sure.
But Scat Cat, I feel like, is the polar opposite of River Roost. River Roost is like a rip roaring good time when you go at night. Yeah. Scat Cat's like this like loungy, vibing, good food.
I think Scat Cat's now second to Sam's as far as being thematic. I think now with like that jazz lounge, I think it sets a great vibe. I think
that's what made
Sam's. You might think Sam's is more thematic just because there's so much stuff thrown on the walls. I think Scat Cat accomplishes its goal perfectly now. Like it feels like, I've been to New Orleans a couple times, and it feels pretty authentic. Like this hole in the wall, jazz club.
It's super simple too, though. There's nothing on the wall. Like it's brick wall, some like exposed, eye bar, and a curtain behind you.
The restaurant Bomb Famils many years ago. But it's a good setup. I love the stage setup. The acts are really interactive. It just feels like a legit jazz club. I like the vibe a lot. I'm really happy with it. Okay.
But you wouldn't say it's prettier than Nomad. It's just well done for what it is.
I would honestly, I like the vibe better at Scat Cat.
I agree. Well, it depends on what you're looking for, but I'm just saying thematically, like I just think the theming, and I'm not just offending mine. I'm curious.
Nomad's not thematic though. Nomad's like this. It's just a bunch of like tapestries and stuff. The Tiffin's restaurant is well themed. I don't know about Nomad. Yeah. Nomad's menu is unbeatable, but I don't think I don't like that big table in the middle. I don't know. Yeah, I like sitting on the porch, but they're always taken now.
Themed, maybe not, but I'd much rather sit on that porch and have a drink from the Nomad menu than just about anywhere else.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I don't
It's
like
also what you're looking
to
for.
Crazy about the interior.
It's hard because you're comparing apples to oranges. Like Nomad is like a during the day, afternoon spot to me,
Right.
and Scat Cat is where I want to be at
Scat
night
Cat.
to relax and decompress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure. All right, I had to pick what was left. I went with the relatively new Ale and Compass Lounge at the Yacht Club. There's no secret. I think the restaurant, Ale and Compass, the restaurant, is the greatest hidden gem at Walt Disney World. I go there when Walt Disney World is open, probably every other week. Don't give me that thumbs down. Get out of here, you maniac.
It's
You're
not
so
that
wrong.
good.
It's not even funny.
It's not that
It's so good.
Thank you.
You guys.
So good, yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I agree.
Like I've said
pretty
before,
good.
Maybe I
they
had
got rid of
too
my
bad
favorite
experience.
item like 6 times, and every time the replacement item I like even better than what I liked before. It's really great. But that carries over into the lounge. The lounge is a really great menu. The flatbreads are really good. You can get the Parker House rolls and spreads. They're not a bargain. They're $13, but I love them. I don't care if they're $13. I still want them. What was that?
No free bread.
No, but it's never been free there. I'm going to go eat rolls. Eat rolls. And then the drink menu is great. They have a big wine list. I love a lot of the cocktails. The Hudson Mule is good. Their Dark and Stormy is good. The Seaworthy Breeze is nice. I really love their Maple Old Fashioned. There's the How Dare You, which is probably the most fun drink to order on property. Because you can just like say
what is that?
mean to the server.
How dare
They're
How
used to
dare
it.
you. How
It's
dare
fine.
you.
It's fine now.
I wish we could cut to what's her face, Greta, or that young girl. I don't know. Whenever I hear "How dare you," she's quote. Never mind. Go on.
Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg.
I
That's
like
what
it.
she's
I'm
like.
not crazy about the interior. It's weird because they
Tiny.
burst through that wall into that break room, and the break
Yeah.
room's the bar, but there's these really narrow doors to it.
It's tiny.
It's weird. I like the front room.
But I
don't-
kind of like the tininess. I kind of like the tininess.
I like
There's
that the
something
back
unique
room
about
feels
it.
like secluded, but I do like with a big group. It's fun. I've sat out in the front part with a big group. It's a nice enough atmosphere. It's a convention hotel. It's not thematic like Scat Cats or Sam's or a lot of the stuff on, or even Cruise Cup is way more thematic.
It's classy
Honestly.
though. It's a
But
classy
it's a
little place.
really good menu. It's good if you want to have a good meal and good drinks. If that's your priority,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to worry about fighting a crowd to sit, Cruise Cup Lounge is a good decision. And on top of that, honestly, if the lounge is full because it's a convention, there's always seats at the restaurant, and the restaurant will serve you the full drink menu and all of that food.
Yeah.
So
I think it's interesting too that a lot of these, some of the best lounges are kind of clustered together. Like you have Chris and Nathan both had, Tambu Lounge and Trader Sam's, which are right there in Nepali. You and I have Cruise Cup and Ale and Compass right there at Yacht. And then really, when Jilly had Three Bridges, I mean, what a great cluster of bars and lounges they have at
Dahlia's
Coronado.
great,
You
yeah.
have Dahlia.
I was going to say Dahlia is. How did
Dahlia's
Dahlia not make this
great.
list?
Dahlia, if this was a
Dahlia's
top 8
great.
to 10, I think Dahlia would be here.
Yeah.
I would put Dahlia in
Rick's
there for
is great.
sure.
So you have Dahlia, and you have Rick's, and you have Three Bridges, and you have, I don't even know the name of the
I
bar
don't
that's
like
like
Rick's.
downstairs. at the Grand Disneyland.
What? I love Rick's.
The food at Rick's is inedible.
No,
Rick's
it's
is
not.
good.
It's not.
It's a sport bar. Yeah.
I love their wings. They have good wings.
Oh, come on.
Where's better wings? Tell me. I'll go.
Where's better?
Pizza-
Buffalo Wild Wings, probably, based on the food.
Oh, good. Well, I'll just hop on a Disney bus and head to Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, I'm saying like
Pizza-
any wings on property are better. I'm literally telling you a
wouldn't be
chain
impressed.
wing restaurant
No,
that's
you're
probably
out of your
better
mind.
than Rick's.
But Peter's
Do you love for Enchanted Rose?
in a park, right?
Enchanted
Nobody
Rose
else
is
is
too
taking it.
expensive. As much as I like
It
some
is
of the
expensive.
drinks, it's way too much
I like.
money.
I love the green in that one room. I just like the colors. I don't know what it is. It's
I don't
fancy.
hate the
but
interior
It is expensive.
of Enchanted Rose.
Yeah, it's
but-
pretty.
And the drinks are very good.
Barely
but
Beauty
it's-
and the Beast.
That's way too much money for those drinks.
It's a lot of money. for
It's
a drink.
nonsense.
Yeah.
We had like 4 drinks. It was $125. That's insane.
Yeah.
Grand Floridian being Grand Floridian.
Grand Flow's gonna Grand Flow.
All right, we got to rank these. We got to rank these now. So we got Scat Cats, Trader Sam's, Cruz. These are like my children. Scat Cats, Trader Sam's, Cruz Cup, Three Bridges, Nomad Lounge, Tambu Lounge, and the Ale and Compass Lounge. What do we think is number 7 on here? What do we think is in last?
I hate to say it,
Chris.
I gotta go Three Bridges.
Oh, I was gonna say Tambu, and only because there's something about a lounge. I think it's kind of busy in that spot. That's my only. Not that the bar is busy, but it can be a little hectic.
See, I'm surprised because your pick was at the Polynesian. I love that corner that's floor to ceiling glass where you could watch the people down on that grass patch. They have their own custom drink. People go there for the back scratcher, for the lapu lapus. You get a drink in a pineapple. It's right off the monorail before you head into the park. I don't know. I like.
You're doing a better job than Chris at defending it.
I think Cruz Cup is number
Pete,
7.
that's
I'm
great.
sorry.
Yeah, that's.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
If I'm
Say it
going
again,
there, I'm
Tom.
going to Ale and Compass.
He said Cruz Cup, or honestly, Cruz Cup and Ale and Compass are my bottom 3, so it doesn't matter.
I would go Cruise Cup and then.
Are we? Do we have enough people agreeing Cruz Cup at 7?
I think so.
Cruise Cup 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're putting Cruz Cup at number 7. That's number 7.
Sorry, man.
All right, what do we think is number 6 then?
Three
I'm
Bridges.
sorry, Julie, but
I go
again,
Three
Three Bridges for
Bridges.
me is just because it's hard to get to,
It's a tough
And
competition,
it's-
but I kind
Yeah.
of.
and it's
Yeah.
it's
These are by,
location is
these are by
hard.
like tiny little.
Yeah, we're
7
picking
meter
bars we
difference or
love,
something.
so it's not like we're saying
These
I
are
hate it
all
there. I would
great.
love to go. These are all good picks. Just if we're
I
gonna
think it might
nitpick,
be. Yeah, I think it might be a little too early for me to have a passion for that bar, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think
There-
the drink
there's
variety
not-
hurts Three Bridges. I don't think they have enough for everyone. I think that's the problem.
I like it, but I don't think it's the best bar at Coronado.
I agree with that too. I think Dahlia is better.
Dahlia is very good. I do like Dahlia a lot. I like Three Bridges a lot too, but I think I'd pick.
Like if you took your friends and family who have never been here and you only had a half an hour at the Coronado, would you take them to Three Bridges or Dahlia?
Dahlia. Yeah, he's right.
I mean,
the view
Dahlia's
alone.
got the view going for it though. That's hard to beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the savory churros are good.
I do
And the
think
cocktails
food
are the
menu
same
for sure
price.
is better at Three Bridges. I mean, undoubtedly. But Dahlia's not.
I
here
feel
to
like if
fight.
you're like sharing an appetizer with like someone beforehand, you're gonna go to Three Bridges over you're gonna go to like Dahlia Lounge. But Dahlia Lounge does have a lot of drinks.
Yeah,
like,
I
more-
think you're right about the food
extensive
is better
drink
at Three
options.
Bridges for sure.
I think, yeah.
I'd rather eat at Three Bridges, but if we're just like
Yeah.
again hanging out in a lounge atmosphere, then I'd
yeah.
probably go somewhere.
Yeah, this isn't best bar food. That's the problem.
So we going 6 Three Bridges? Is that right,
Yeah, I think so.
people? Yeah. All right. What's number 5 then?
Can we get a
Ale and
refresher? What we got left?
So what's
yeah,
left?
I
Scat
go.
Cat, Sam's, Nomad, Tambu, and Ale and Compass.
I'm going Ale and Compass. That's just me.
Tambu.
I think
I'm with
Tambu.
Nick and Nathan. I think.
I would feel
I
the same on
I
that
like
too, yeah.
Tambu, but Tambu is like a distinct lounge. It's kind of like a bar that's in a waiting room.
Yeah.
If-
I really
yeah.
like it.
It's the waiting room for Trader Sam's, really, right?
Yeah. There's
There's
levels. First you wait at Tambu, and then you go to the terrace, and then eventually
Yeah.
you graduate
Exactly.
by 1
You're right.
a.m. to Sam's 5
But, I mean,
minutes
you can
before
go
they
there-
close.
There's
Yeah,
kids
you get
flopping
ushered
around on
in.
rattan furniture, and you know,
Entire
it's-
court around you. So you know, yeah.
I'm
like
with Chris because I
Lapu
love
Lapu.
my 2 favorite drinks at Walt Disney World are probably the Lapu Lapu and the back scratch. So I get
Right.
that. I think sometimes
sure.
I've had bad service there. I've had them not come to me for a long period of time. Like sometimes they're a little grumpy up there.
Yeah, they are. There's one. Yeah, they can be.
He was gonna go to the store. He's like, I go there a lot. I better leave it. Just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
Bob Toledo is terrible.
That one. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Tambu at 5. Do we have a majority on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
And then Ale and Compass.
Ale and Compass
I'm
easy
really
4 there.
missing not being able to go to the parks. It's like hitting me right
I know,
now.
this
now
is
that we're talking about
really
these lounges.
Yeah, I think I miss these more than most attractions at Disney World. And I'm not a big
Take away the
drinker, so I
ride.
think
Yeah.
that says something. But
Yeah, same. As not a big drinker, I miss these too.
Oh man. I'm okay with Ale and Compass at 4. I don't disagree with that.
Mhm.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that, sure.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's going to get hard. Top 3, Scat Cats,
All right.
Sam's, Nomad.
Sam.
Can I make an argument? Oh wow, you're saying Sam's? I was gonna
No.
say Scat Cats.
Yelled Sam's.
I was gonna say Scat Cats
Nomad's
only
Scat Cat's my
because
favorite. So.
they only have the entertainment on the weekends, on Friday and Saturday, and if you go there otherwise, it's kind of just
Yeah.
like a regular kind of lounge.
Fair.
That's a
The
good.
food is very good.
This is number
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
No one's
But I
arguing.
love it.
So.
Yeah, I'm cool.
All right, we're gonna save our argument
Like
for
Sam's-
the 1-2 argument.
Billy, do you have a
Yeah.
thought? You seem to be holding back.
I feel like I have a very strong opinion thought.
Jill, you're from
Ooh,
New York. You
please.
just got to yell over these people like I do.
I actually think Scat Cats and Trader Sam's is better than Nomads. Personally,
Okay.
I would rather hang out at one of those than Nomads. So I don't want to see. That's what I'm just saying.
What do you
So,
not like about
I
Nomad?
wouldn't
I'm
put-
curious.
I don't like the atmosphere. Not the atmosphere. I don't like how many people are always there.
Yeah.
And I always feel like I need to like try to get a seat, and like I'm done. Oh, by the time I sit down, I'm just already angry because I've been waiting. And there's always so many children inside, and I get angry when children are anywhere in a bar.
Yeah.
You get angry when children are anywhere. We're talking about Disney.
No,
But
anywhere
the
in a
honest
bar.
truth is, if
feel
I
like
look
there's-
at all these, I don't know that I've seen children at most of these.
Yeah.
Nomad, I
Oh,
have
I
for
see.
sure.
Nomad, absolutely. The
Nomad,
rest, I'm saying the
yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Because Nomad is in a park,
Yeah.
it's a different kind of vibe.
I've
If
That's-
never
Nomad was
seen a
that's what-
kid at Tambu
Yeah.
in my life.
That's what
No.
I think. I kind of agree with Jilly
I
in
have.
the sense that, like, Nomad's unique because you're getting kind of exhausted people midday,
Yeah.
like before they're done with exhaustion, and they're like, "Bleh," and then they like come back.
It's like a
and then
flop
they're
house.
doing more. Kinda. And I don't think. But here's the thing. I don't really
People
want
are
to
like
blame.
changing clothes and.
I don't really want to blame Nomad for its clientele. It has no choice. I think Nomad would make an amazing, like, I don't know, like, you know, Animal Kingdom lodge bar. Like it would be great if it was in a hotel and more chill. But I don't think we should use its attendees as a reason against it.
I
Only
think
because
the
it's not
argument
the
against
bar's
Scat
fault.
Cats has already been made, which is that the entertainment is not consistent.
I think it's 3
I
because
think
of
that's
that.
what puts Scat Cats at 3. I honestly think that's. I think it's such an important part of the vibe.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that are just worth mentioning with like Nomad. It's in a park. You have to park and walk. You know, it's kind of as a
Yeah.
local, it's a lot easier for me to go. I'm going to zip into Trader Sam's for an hour, or even sit on the terrace if I can't get in.
Sam's, there's
My
a wait
problem-
usually. Like I'm
Yeah,
don't usually.
but there's
walk
neither-
You're
in.
gonna zip. I was about to say, who zips into Sam's? We just zip over, put your name on a list, and come back 3 hours later.
You show up at
Because
4
we have the
o'clock and
terrace.
it's not Halloween like
terrace is
season.
awesome.
You're usually fine.
but he's got
Well,
the terrace.
hold on, wait.
in front of me,
Are we?
right?
Before we start arguing, like Nomad or Trader Sam's, are we done with 3 before I dig into 1 and
Did
2?
enough people
Well, hold
agree on
on,
Scat
Pete.
Cats at 3?
I want to hear Eric's
Yeah.
final thought. Eric wasn't done.
Go ahead.
Eric.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking, first of all, you get to use the Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace as part of Trader Sam's, so you can zip it. For me, it's real easy to get there.
No, but I'm not saying. I agree that Trader Sam's should be 1 or 2.
Pete,
I'm
let
saying
him
you have an
finish.
argument against Scat Cats at 3.
Pete, let him finish.
And
Oh,
my
okay.
only
All right,
argument
fine.
against Trader Sam's is I don't like their drink menu. I
Hey,
love
you know,
Trader
shut up,
Sam's.
Eric.
I love it.
Let's.
It's just
Oh,
rum,
man.
rum. That's all they got.
What do you think a tiki bar is?
Yeah, no.
I was
No,
thinking
but I
the last
understand
couple
that.
weeks of the show, the arguments have been too pleasant. Leave it to this group to fight over bars. Gonna have a fist fight over bars.
This is important stuff.
This is important stuff.
I mean, I would go to any one of these at a drop of a hat
Oh,
right
yeah.
now if I could. So,
So we're putting Scat Cats at 3, right?
yeah, I think that's. I think
Let's
that's a
have
good
the
call.
Sam's versus Nomad argument then.
Let's go. Let's go.
No mad better
calmly.
drinks.
Oh, that one.
Oh, but
All right,
Sam's
so
better
what-
atmosphere
True.
and more options.
What?
more options in the sense of seating, like
There's
environment.
only 30 seats.
No.
There's less seating at Sam's.
Yeah,
than there is
inside and
at
out. I count for both.
Inside Sam's is smaller than it should have been built. We won't.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No,
but I would
let's say you're
that
sitting outside.
Can you
it's
watch the
totally a
fireworks
different-
from Nomad? No.
I understand, and I think it's a good point. But if there's no fireworks going on, being outside at Sam's is you're not at Sam's. There's you don't hear people yelling.
Any time of day.
You're on the water though. It's
I would
very
take the
nice.
terrace
Well, what
over
I'm
the
saying is you don't
inside.
hear the people yelling the 2 shots of rum. There's no
Terrace has
antics.
spiky
There's
pineapple, which is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
but is there any? Is
I
there
would take
any
the
like?
outside before the inside at Sam's any day.
Yeah.
Me too.
Which is, I think.
Then why go to
here's the thing.
Sam's? You're
Wait, here's the
missing
thing.
out.
It has
on
Because I
Sam's.
like the
Sam's.
drinks.
Yeah, I
Not
think
if
this
you're
is the
comparing
key.
those 2 menus, though. The Nomad
I
menu.
agree with you. The menu's
total
definitely better at
destroys
Nomad. I'm not going to argue.
Sam's.
But we're talking distinct experience, and those are 2 distinct experiences that you can have at Sam's. You can either go in and have literally, a marvel of, I would say, those bartenders are putting on a show for sure. There's lighting and special effects, and you're by the water inside as well.
Sam's does
there's
have a lot
of
of
fun.
negatives, though. The low
As does
capacity,
Nomad.
The wait, the food menu at Trader
The
Sam's
food
is
sucks.
garbage.
Yeah.
Is actual garbage.
Really
It is not a
Right,
place.
but it's not
to eat.
connected. It's not connected
There's
to
a
Tiffin.
reason
so
people bring counter service flatbreads into Trader Sam's.
Yeah.
I mean, I like either of these, so I'm not gonna be mad
mean-
either way. But
Yeah.
The Trader
these are like
Sam's
2
is very
favorite
distinct, though. The drinks.
Yeah,
the drinks are very distinct. You have to like that kind of drink. I mean, I agree with Eric there. Like if you don't like these fruity rum drinks, you're not going to have a good time there. And so they're fine. I could drink them. They're made well for the most part, but like honestly, I don't enjoy it. And if you're not going to sit inside, I don't see the point. I don't see the point of doing the terrace if I'm going to Trader Sam's for the atmosphere.
I like.
well, I would say here's what let me finalize with this sort of thought, which is there is a culture at Sam's, and it has also been accepted by a much broader tiki bar culture. It is, you would think,
eBay resellers.
but you would think that a culture around a certain bar type would be like, no, I'm not gonna put no Mickey Mouse in our culture, but it has been widely accepted as a great tiki bar as part of tiki culture. Nomad, as much as I love it, is not if you don't know it, you don't know it. Right, it is not something that people are not coming to the to Animal Kingdom just to do that. So,
If I have two things. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
I mean, this is literally
I was
Solomon.
just saying,
I'm like,
I
two-
do.
No,
Like,
I know we're
I
nitpicking
will
because
go
I
to
would
the
hang out
Animal
at either one of
Kingdom
these.
just to go to Nomad and then go home.
Yeah, and then what I was true is like they're also again for 2 different vibes. I don't know. To me, like the terrace and to me Trader Sam's are 2 completely different animals. Like if I'm going to take someone to hang out on the terrace, I'm looking for one kind of vibe. I get the live guitar out there. I get the beautiful scenery, the sunset over the Polynesian. It's great.
Right.
When you're in Trader Sam's, now it's almost like you're at a party, like a Disney party with bartenders. People are yelling, you're getting to know strangers, you sit together, your chairs are sinking. It's a party. So like saying those 2 are the same is tough. I mean, granted, I don't know. Again, these should be 1 and 2, so I would be at either one.
They are Siamese twins, is what those
Same
things
for
are.
Disney.
The guts are all the same, but they're 2 different brains. That's the thing.
Are we friends with? We're friends with touring plans, right? Can I say touring plans here?
No.
Since I'm already saying it?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a site, and they have their readers rate every single bar. And
We're
Nomad
not
came up
getting into
number-
their rankings. Come on.
They came up
I don't know
number
what's
1 at
more
64.
incorrect, the crowd calendar or their rankings.
You think? I mean, their rankings have.
I like
the
how
same
I can
Pete
throw
thought-
darts at a
Yeah,
board
Trader
and
Sam's.
be more correct.
I'm hungry. Let's
I
wrap
know how I
this
win
up.
this
Why are you
argument.
hungry? It's 11:30
We
at
should
night.
talk about food.
Go eat some cheese.
Go have some.
I need to hear from
Pete thought
Jillian,
he
Chris,
was-
and Eric. They've been quiet. I
He
gotta
thought he
hear
was
their
going to
thoughts
win
on this
with
already.
touring plans. I love that.
I did. I was just making a point
Loud,
that
loud
they had the
people,
same.
shut up. Let the other people talk. One of you
Which-
speak.
I'll go right.
I mean, you go.
Chris is gone.
I got it here. I have some in-laws that stay a couple hours away from Orlando. When they come up to Orlando and visit for a trip while we're down there as well, if I'm going to take them to a bar, I would take them inside Trader Sam's. Usually when they come up, they will get a park pass for like a day pass or two. So they might go to Magic Kingdom, maybe Epcot. We usually want to follow Food and Wine. If I'm going to take them to a bar, it's going to be Trader Sam's for the reason that you can sit outside. You can get that nice quiet atmosphere out there. You can decide to bring them inside, have that crazy party and like introduce them to all this crazy stuff they've probably never seen before.
Yeah.
And I just think I really like how unique that is. And if Nomad Lounge was at Animal Kingdom Lodge, it would be a completely different story and much harder. But I'm gonna have to stick with Trader Sam's. But again, they're this neck and neck. This is not easy. But I think Trader Sam's to me with the variety gets the edge.
It's the destiny. Yeah, I get that. Jilly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that because at the end of the day, I prefer bars that are in resorts. I think it's more laid back, it's more enjoyable, and Polynesian is my favorite resort, so I'm going to be going there. And I like that you have those two options. If you want to party it up, you go inside. If you want to have a more relaxed night, listen to some music. Like at night, it's beautiful out there. And I just think there's something for everyone to enjoy, whether what night you're looking for. And I just think it's easier to get to. It's just, I don't know, I have to say Trader Sam's. That's my vote.
Eric?
Sorry.
I'm a day drinker. Trader Sam's doesn't open till 4.
Yeah.
I do agree with that problem.
I'm also a resort hopper. So being in a resort gives Trader Sam's some advantages. I'm with Chris. If I have people coming from out of town and I want to show them something kind of memorable or special, it's going to be Trader Sam's. If it's just me and I'm just able to chill, maybe even just sit at the bar, it's going to be Nomad. But just for the sake of convenience, I think I'm going to go with Trader Sam's, even though I'm not into fruity rum drinks.
Yeah.
So my vote is Trader Sam's.
Yeah, Sam's. You make this point that it happened to me too. Like we had relatives come down. Sam's is where you go when no one wants to spend money on a ticket, but you're there and they want a little Disney.
It's an experience, so everyone's got to do it once. Like my parents still remember that. They don't remember going to Nomad.
To all those points, I was going to say the same thing. Even for me, and I'm arguing for Nomad, is if someone's coming down once for the first time or once every 10 years and they say, I only have time for one lounge, and it's their only time, I say go to Sam's. Like, it's a fun experience you have to do once. Right. Now, if someone wants repeatability, like what's the best place to go more than once?
Closes the argument, though. As much as I like the Nomad menu better, that's a hard argument to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I totally agree with either one, but you're not going to Sam's multiple times on one vacation. You're going once and that's it. Nomad's a place, if you're in Animal Kingdom, you can go into a lot. You can grab lunch, you can grab a snack or a drink, however often.
That's all they wanted to do the whole week.
Yeah.
So how many people want Sam's at number 1?
I'm okay either way.
So all right, here's the list. Number 7, Eric's pick, the Cruz Cup. Number 6 was Three Bridges, Coronado. Number 5, Tambu Lounge. Number 4, the Ale and Compass. Number 3, Scat Cats. Number 2, Nomad Lounge. And number 1, Trader Sam's, Grog Grotto, and Enchanted Tiki Terrace, Disney's Polynesian Village. That's the list. Thank you, folks. All right.